Alright guys, we're here back now with this battle report. It's going to be the 1v1 versus, we have a Ork Warboss versus Adrak Agatone. Ork Warboss is going to be represented by these blue dice, and Adrax is going to be represented by these green dice. We have the apothecary here, who is going to keep track of the wounds for Adrax, and over here we have a boy who's going to keep track of the wounds for the Warboss. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to set these guys 12 inches apart. They will have one round of shooting, and then the rest of it is going to be melee. Then there's no psychic phase in these battle rounds. This is just shooting versus fighting, close combat, arena style, knockdown, drag it out, no CP, no stratagems. It's whatever the profile is, whatever the clan is. There's no extra that they're going to get. They will get their faction or clan traits, but they will not get anything else. Nothing else, no stratagems, no nothing. All right, it's going to be a best of 3 battles. So that's how we're going to start it off, the best of 3. So I will be right back with the tail of the tape. Tail of the tape for Adrax Agatone. So he has a 6-inch movement, weapon skill 2 up, ballistic skill 2 up, strength 4, toughness 4, 6 wounds, 5 attacks. We don't need leadership. He has a 2+ save. He will also have his Dracus assault, which is the flamer. Actually, the assault D6. Strength is 4 -1, and it's an auto hit because it's a flamer. So then on his melee, he'll use his Melis Nocturne, which is ×2 strength, -3 AP, 4 damage each, and we have to subtract 1 on the hit roll. So that's pretty. He's now hitting on 3s when we swing that in the melee stage. He will have the unto the anvil, which is add 1 to the wound roll for attacks made with the melee weapon by this model. And he will also have a 4-up invuln for Iron Halo. He will have the Irradian Drakeside Cloak, which will take all damage and -1 to a minimum of 1. Excuse me. And then the Rites of Battle, which gives him a reroll of 1 for attacks made by this friendly Salamanders unit while they're within 6 inches of this model. So it basically just rerolls all 1s, hit rolls of 1. Now we'll flip over to the Ork. Alright, for this Warboss, he will be Death Skulls, Clan Death Skulls, Coulter, so he will have a 6-up invul, and he will, with the Death Skull, he will have reroll a hit roll, a single wound roll, and a single damage roll. He has a 5-inch movement, ballistic skill of 5, weapon skill of 2, strength 6, toughness 5, 6 wounds, 4 attacks, has a 4-up save. He will actually be bringing his Power Claw from melee, which is ×2, which makes that a 12 strength weapon, -3 D3 damage, and of course we will subtract 1 from the hit roll in the attack phase, so it will be he'll be hitting on 3s instead of 2s. He has his Shooter, but in this case we're going to give him the Scorcha, which is 8-inch range. It's assault D6, strength 5, -1 AP, and that's 1 damage, and it auto hits. No grenades in this, no stick bombs for you Ork guys who are wondering what's going on out there. He does, however, I believe that he will hit on, get 6s, give him extra attacks. I think they explode. I'll have to double check that. Yes, he does auto hits on 6s, and it does generate additional attacks. So the exploding 6s do count for this gentleman. We will be back in position and get this battle started. Okay guys, they are 12 inches apart. We're ready to get this battle started. It is round one. We have both dice here. Let's see, so actually we roll 2s and 2s. See who gets to go first. And it looks like Adrax gets to go first. So he will move in his 6 inches, roughly about there. Okay, so he has a D6 for his flamer. So it is 3 shots. 3 shots. He's hitting on 2s, and he gets to let's see. He gets to re-roll nothing in this phase, so he's hitting on 2s. So that's 2 hits, strength 5, toughness 5, so it's 4s to wound, and he just get 1 wound, and it's -1. So the Warboss needs a 5. And he does not, so he will take a wound on that. Okay, now, as I was saying in the beginning, this is the shooting phase, so the Orc does get to shoot before we go into the charges. So he has a D6, so he has 3 shots. He is hitting on Orc Warboss, he is hitting on 5s, auto hits, they're auto hits, so he is wounding actually. On let's see, the Scorcha is strength 5 tough, so he's hitting on 3s, and those all wound. Adrax has 3 of them he has to save, so it is he has a 2-up save, -1 AP, so he is 3s, and 1 wound will go through. So he is down to 5. Okay, now we will go into the charge phase. Let's see if Adrax can make this 6-inch charge. And he just does. Okay, so he is in. We're going to actually move these guys into the middle of the battlefield. Okay, so he's in with the 6-inch charge. So Adrax has 4 attacks, plus the extra one for being a Space Marine. So he is going to wound on 3s now. His normal ballistic skill, his normal weapon skill is 2+, but because of the hammer, it is 3s. So he will hit. No re-rolling of 1s there. He hits 3 times. So it's ×2, so it's 8 to the Warboss's toughness is 5. So he's hitting on 3s. And he has so he does get to add 1 to the wound roll. He's hitting on 3s. This one is still a miss. And these 2 will wound. It is -3 AP, so that will be a 6-up invuln. Let's get 2 dice. It'd be a 6-up invuln for the Warboss. And he does save 1 of them. It is damage is -4. That's pretty big. So he is actually down to 1. So he has 1 wound left. He now gets to swing on Agatone, and he has 4 attacks. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s plus or -1 because of his claw. So he's hitting on 3s. So he rolls, and then plus he gets to re-roll 1 hit roll for being Death Skull. So he hits all 4 of those. So it is strength. Let's see, what do we got? The power claw is ×2, so it's basically strength 12, toughness 4. So he's hitting on 2s again, and he does get to re-roll a single wound roll. So that's still a 1. So he has 3 of those hit. It is -3 AP. So Agatone needs to go on to his invuln. He needs 4s right now, and he rolls all but one. So he fails one roll. D3 damage for the claw, and it is 1, but the Orc gets to re-roll that because of Death Skulls. And that is a 5, so that's 3. So he'll take 3 damage. Actually, Agatone, because of the Drake cloak or the Drake hide cloak, he he gets he'll take 2 damage because it's minus 1 damage for that cloak. So now we are at, that was the end of Agatone's first round. The Orc gets to now swing onto Agatone. So he has 4 attacks. 4 attacks, wounding on 3s because of the claw. He does get to re-roll that 1 and he also gets, so that's 3 hits. My other dice fell on the floor, so that's 3 more attacks he has. I'm going to use these dice. So all those hit plus 3 more, and all of those hit. So now he has 6, 7, 8 dice that he's rolling. Strength, 12, toughness, so it is wounding on 2s, re-rolling. So that's a 4, so miss, miss, miss. So he has 5 hits. 5 hits. 5 hits at -3. Agatone has his 4 up invuln, so that's 5. He needs, dropped another one, he needs 4s, and he gets, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. He saves 4 of them, he fails 1. Fails 1, so the damage, D3. So it's 3 more damage minus the 1 for the Drake hide. So he is down to 1 he's down to 1. It's 1 to 1. Agatone gets to swing. What a battle we have here, folks. 1 to 1. So he will get 4 attacks because he is in combat. He did not charge or was charged in this game or heroically intervened. So he is hitting on 3s because of the hammer. So he hits off 4 of those. Strength 8, toughness 5, so he needs 3s. Ooh, and 1. He fails 1. He fails all but 1. So the Orc has to roll a 4 to stay alive, and he does not. He does not roll a 4. He will. It's 4 damage. He will be down, and that first round, the first battle round, will go to Agatone, who will take that, and we're gonna set up for battle round 2, and the Orc will actually start off. I'm sorry, Alright, here we are, set up 12 inches apart again. We are starting into round 2. Adrax got to go first last round to start off the round. Did that benefit him? I don't know. He ended up killing the Orc Warboss, so we'll see. And now we're going to start off with the Orc Warboss, who will now move his 5 inches. So he'll move his 5 inches, roughly about there. He does get some shots. So it's an adult assault C6. And he rolls 6 shots. So he gets to have 6 shots from his Scorcha. And he does not roll any 6s. I might have forgot that last round. I don't remember. I didn't go back and look at the tape. So he is hitting on... well, they all hit. They're auto hits, so it doesn't matter. So we have strength 5, toughness 4, so he needs 3s. He needs 3s, and he will re-roll 1. And so he hits 5. 5 will wound. Going into 5 will wound, it's -1, so he got a 2-up save, Agatone. So he will be needing 3s. Oh, he does not get them. He gets 2. He actually will take a beating on that one. And he will miss 4. They're 1 damage each. That will bring him down to 2. That was absolutely brutal for Agatone on that one. So now we are going to move to Agatone shooting. Again, just a reminder, shooting, then fight. They both have an opportunity. It's a D6, and he rolls a 1, so he gets 1 shot on the flamer. And it does wound. So he needs, let's see, the Orc has a 4-up save, -1, so it's a 5. and he saves it with a 6. And the Orc is mad. He just got fury right now, just fighting, just all upset about losing the first one. He wants to come back and just demolish him. So here we go. We are going to now try to make his charge roll. He needs 7 inches, and he gets 9 inches. And instead of bringing the Orc to him, we will get him in the middle of the field, into the middle of the board. Where now the Orc Warboss will get 4 attacks. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, hitting on 3s because of the claw, because of the power claw. So he's hitting on 3s. He will get the re-roll 1 because of the death skulls. So it does not hit. However, he did roll a 6, which is an auto hit. So I'm going to take out one of those. I'm sorry, which is an extra hit. So he hits 2. He actually hits 3 on that. So strength 12, toughness 4. He needs 2s. Oh, and he rolls 3 1s, but he does get 1 extra roll, and he rolls a 5 on that. That's actually good, because he needed that. So Agatone, that's a -3 AP. Agatone needs to roll a 4, and he does not. In a quick bout of round 3, the Orc Warboss, just with pure rage and fury, takes it to the Salamander, and he will take battle round 2, and we will set up for the rubber match of battle round 3. Be right back. Okay, guys, back for battle round 3. Here we go. Didn't put it up there. Battle round 3, as you can see, is 1-1 in a close match. Last battle round, the Orc Warboss made very, very, very short work of Captain Agatone. So here we go. We will have a roll off. To be fair, here's the 1 dice. Here's the 1 dice. Let's see who gets to go first. And it's the Warboss has a 6 to Agatone's 3. So here we go. We'll move him 5 inches in, which will put him 7 inches away from Agatone. D6 on the hit. So he gets another 6 shots. The Orc is furious. He's coming and taking it to Agatone. The Warboss, pure rage. Just mad at everything. Mad at the world. Keep coming, keep coming. He's hitting on 5s. Re-rolling one of those misses. And it's still a miss. So he has 4 hits. That is a 6. So it is an extra. Let me see if I did that right. Let me pause this for a minute. Okay, so he now has 5 attacks with the flamer. Those are all hitting. So it's strength 5, toughness 4. He needs 3s and 1 extra for the reroll. So he will miss on 1. So Adrax has 4 saves at 3 up saves, 4 3-up saves, and he will fail 2 of those, and he will come down to 4. That'll be 2 damage. He'll come down to 4. And he'll be down to 4 points. Now, Agatone has his ability to shoot, so he has a D. How about Agatone's attack? He has. Let's see how many attacks he gets. He gets 5 shots from his Dracus. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 too many dice here. He's hitting on 2s. Actually, they're auto hits. So we are wounding. Strength 5, toughness 5. So we are wounding on 4s, and he will have 3 wounds. So let's see what we got going on with the Warboss. Let's see, he has a 4-up save -1, so that's 5s. Oh, and he misses all of those. Let's see, he does not get to reroll any of those. So he will take 6, so he will take 3 wounds, so he is down to 3. Right now we will go into the charging and fight phase. Let's see, so the Orc Warboss needs a 7 to get in to Agatone, and he does not get in. He gets a 5. However, he does get to re-roll one or any of the re-rolls, one dice or any dice, basically, or both dice for a charge. So he will re-roll the 1, and it's still a 1. Alright, so he fails his charge. Now Adrax gets to charge. So he gets to move. He gets to move his 6 inches, and now there's no shooting. So he will do his charge, and he can't fail a charge. He can't fail a 1-inch charge. So he will now be in. He will now get to attack. So he has 4 attacks plus the extra one for this being a Space Marine. He is hitting on 2s normally, but because he's got this hammer, this Malice of Noctrum, then he gets down. He's hitting on 3s, and he will take 4 hits, strength 8, toughness 5, and he needs 3s on that. Boom, he misses 2 of them, so he has 3 hits. Let's see, and actually that one was a 2, and we add one to the wound roll, so that's actually 3 hits to that. So 3 hits minus 3. The Orcs, we're gonna go right on to his 6-up invuln on this, and he will take 2 damage on that. He will save 1 of them, and his strength is 4, so that is 8 wounds. So Adrax will actually win this battle with the 3rd battle round going to the captain of the 3rd Company Salamanders. At a score of 2-1, we will have the victory. Captain Adrax Agatone wins this round of the 1v1 Battle Royal here into the yard, into the junkyard, which we're going to call this arena at the moment until I think of a better name. So if you guys want to see anything, any units, go one unit versus unit under the rules of each one gets a shooting phase, each one then will go into a fight phase. We'll go 3 rounds. May put anything up against my Wolfen. We'll see what happens, but as of right now, we are going to have Adrax Agatone be the champion of the 1v1. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, God bless and peace out.